that could listen to us. But I thank Almighty God and the employer. After a few attempts to bring them on the table, they did come. I truly appreciate the decision that the governor did by bringing us a new chief officer who was very instrumental to make sure that the issues that were actually a stumbling block in our labor coexistence has been solved. It is important to note that within the few times we have a new chief officer, he has enabled our CBA to be signed, and he has pushed day in, day out to make sure that this negotiation table is busy and fruitful. We are happy that moving forward, we are going back to work to serve our patients, to stay in the environment that we are trained to, the environment we like. To the members of the union, you are warmly saluted that you kept the faith. You stand strong against intimidation by fighting for your rights. Your CBA was signed. Your monetary effect has been secured. Your permanent and pensionable jobs are secured. And so is your quest to secure fair administrative action. Moving forward, we have agreed with the employer that we shall always have this conversation on the table. That this is the only way we shall ensure that the citizens of Bungoma have a right to the highest attainable standard of health. Otherwise, without doing that, it will remain a mirage. And so, I officially announced that the 13-day strike that has been ongoing has come to an end today. And moving forward, I instruct our members within the next 24 to 48 hours, they should report to their respective places of work and discharge their duties as per their level of training. We understand majority of them may travel somewhere. We make sure that we give them time to rush back and continue serving the great people of this county.
The members of the executive of Bungoma and to the union officials, today we are happy to have ended the strike by Bungoma clinical officers. Last week we were here, and it was not good, and it didn't go well with us. It also didn't go well with the county government. The patients were suffering, but at the end of it today we've reached an agreement with the county government of Bungoma, an agreement that we have agreed that our 60 clinical officers who are on contract now will be offered the permanent and pensionable terms at the end of their contract. We've also agreed that a lot of things that we've agreed with here, and I can say that Bungoma is the first county to confirm that they're going to implement the CBA. On top of just signing the CBA, Bungoma has committed that they will be the first county to start implementing it by giving the clinical officers the enhanced risk allowance. And that is something that we really appreciate, and we really thank the county government of Bungoma for agreeing to implement, and also the issues of the promotions that we've discussed. So it's just my humble plea that we don't want to come back here. Last time we were in the streets, but today we are on the boardroom. We having reached an agreement. We will try as much as possible so that we ensure that this return to work formula is implemented to the latter, of course through dialogue, and also we will keep on meeting and agreeing. But I don't think if this return to work formula is something that, if the government has already committed and we've done the agreement here, we just ask our members to go back to work, as will be directed by the branch secretary, who will issue a communication at what time members should go back to work. And it is good that no member will be victimized for having participated in this industrial action. These are part of the Labor Relations Act, if maybe we don't agree, both parties might not agree. It's not only the union that might not agree. Even the government can go on strike against the union. And we either resort to court and even strike. But at the end of it, there is this thing that is called the return to work formula. It's an agreement, and we hope the agreement will be binding. So we thank the governor of Bungoma. Last time we came here, we went even up to the county assembly, and one of the members of the county budget committee, together with the clerk, promised that they will reach out to the governor, and they will make sure that they reach out to the governor and end this industrial action, which he meant it, and he reached out to the executive, and today we've ended this strike that will really interfere with the well-being of
TC for health and sanitation. I want to echo what Council Secretary has said. We want to appreciate the union leadership, representative from the national level and the county levels, having deliberated on this matter of return to work formula. I think for us as a CC, it's about service delivery. Any day, any hour that is lost may create a life, may put life into a balance. And having agreed to this level, it means we are towards saving a life. Clinical officers are very critical in our service delivery and also healthcare system. And we don't take for granted anything that is raised on that matter. And that's why we took long hours yesterday just to ensure that we agree on what we need to work with. And I want to appreciate that to the leadership. I also want to thank my team led by the Chief Officer for Health, David Malinga, Director Health, Dr. Caleb Wata, and his team for tireless efforts to ensure that this process come to this level. Otherwise, for that, I want to appreciate the efforts, and we believe that now the team will now swing into action to fill the gaps that we have lost. Thank you very much.
We know very well that this has not been easy, but because all of us, we are looking at serving the people of Bungoma, we have spent long hours starting from yesterday just deliberating, and this has culminated to this point. Among the few issues which we have deliberated, and I think this, the branch secretary as well as the deputy secretary will also say, we have looked at the issue of SRC circulars on increment, and we have met a pledge that provision will be met in the next financial year, that the areas which are pending, we are going to see that they are paid. Also, we have agreed to implement the guidelines for the clinical officers, and therefore, once it is adopted, the normal procedure, we are going to implement it fully. And therefore, just want to have that cooperation between the Department of Health and also the union. We fast track that adoption so that we start implementing it. And of course, there are other administrative issues that were raised by the union, issues touching on promotions, issues touching on discipline and the like. I think those we have agreed because we have the manuals which guide the whole process. I think we have seen where the pitfalls were, and we are going to rectify. At this juncture, I want just to say this is a milestone, and we are going and we are committed to implement the return to work formula. In any case, if there is anything that will emerge, we are going to still come back to this table and we look